Hello ladies and gentlemen, and my name is Arlix and I'm going to be showing you how to become a werewolf in Skyrim. This is a pretty simple quest and you obtain it once you become a companion in the companion faction after doing a few simple quests. This guy's going to come up to you, tell him to meet him at night and allow you to enter the Underforge. Once you're in here, you will see a werewolf standing over there, and Skjor will walk you over here and explain the process. You've probably met both of these people by now if you're at this point in the quest line. So this entire process is actually pretty simple. All you do is kind of just stand there while Skjor talks to you and explains to you what's about to happen. All you have to do is drink the blood of Ayla, the huntress over there, and you do become a werewolf. And becoming a werewolf in this game does have a few benefits and a few drawbacks. Probably the coolest benefit is you're a freaking werewolf. Why would you not want to do that? That's just amazing. But other than that, you do get some benefits to health and stamina. Both of them increase by 100 while you are in beast form. You could also sprint faster than a horse can gallop, so that is pretty cool. And you get this awesome roar that makes everyone around you cower in fear and become powerless against you, so allowing you to get some pretty easy kills. So this guy's gonna ask you if you're ready. You just say you're ready, and he's gonna walk over to the werewolf and slit her wrist, dropping a ginormous, and I mean really huge pool of blood. I thought this animation was pretty cool until this blood appeared out of nowhere. That kind of looked kind of ridiculous to me, in my opinion. So all you do is you have to just drink this blood and you pretty much become a werewolf. And shortly after that you will hear a loud roar, it will say beast form added, and you do become a werewolf. Now at this point you could just sort of run around and cause a bunch of panic in the people of Whiterun. Here I was just kind of testing it out, getting a feel for how the werewolf handles. Check it out, I'm holding a fireball and a staff. I think that's kind of a bug because I was holding a bow and arrow before, and as I transformed it took the second kind of best thing that I had in my inventory. Usually you wouldn't have anything in here. This is actually kind of cool because every time I pressed the right hand button, it actually casted the flames of my staff of flames. I found that interesting. So right here you could see me just kind of sprinting around. I wasn't really sure what to do here. I didn't know if I had a goal or anything to accomplish. Here you'll see me do the roar that makes everyone run away, which is actually pretty sweet. And here I do see a guard, so I decided, hey, you know what, might as well test out to see how powerful this werewolf is. Just one knock sends him flying. I thought that was pretty awesome. But all this mayhem does end eventually, and you end up waking up in the middle of a forest with Ayla the Huntress greeting you. Now here you turn back into your normal self, and you have to re-equip all your items because becoming a werewolf removes all of your gear. Also, you get a power called Beast Form that you can use once a day to turn into a werewolf and cause panic and terror. And here Ayla tells you everything there is to know about being a werewolf, and she also gives you a quest to go and kill a bunch of werewolf hunters nearby. And after re-equipping all of my gear, me and Ayla go and sneak our way into their base, where these werewolf hunters are stationed. And after a little bit of faffing around near their base, I do make my way inside and start practicing my werewolfness. And as I make my way through here, I decide to get my werewolf on. Just look at this animation, you guys, it's pretty sweet. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. So I just go automatically charge down this corridor and start slaughtering the first silver hand guys I see. Cast my shout on them and just wail really hard on them. The power attack actually does 3 huge slashes. And watch, if I mouse over them, you could actually feed on them, allowing you to stay as a vampire longer. I keep trying to aim, but it's a little bit difficult because you can only play in third person. So here it says right there, Bloodlust Extended. I'm assuming right now that that means that you could basically stay as a werewolf for a lot longer. Here I see one of my brethren get killed, and I figure I should probably go avenge them. By the way, when you're a werewolf, you can't actually stay as a werewolf forever, and it does eventually go away after a few minutes. But during this time, you are pretty much an unstoppable badass. Just watch right here. They can't even touch me because they're so scared. So I automatically charge at them and start dishing out the damage. And that's pretty much my tactic as a werewolf. Just roar at them so they can't actually harm me. And since I'm faster than them, just go and wail on them. There you go, I got an assassination animation. That looks freaking amazing. Just break that guy's neck. But I must say, you're not as strong as you think you are. And this werewolf form does kind of give you the impression that you basically can't be harmed. But once people are actually fighting against you, they do some damage on you. So this entire quest, you basically just have to clear out this entire castle and find the main badass dude at the end, you know, the main boss guy, who actually did prove to be quite a pain in the butt. Right here, just again doing another assassination animation, which looks freaking incredible, roaring at these guys so that they can't harm me. Run in here, and again, I was feeling like a total badass, so I kind of didn't realize I was very low on health. So as I was killing this guy, quickly make my way out of here, dodging that arrow like a boss, because that arrow probably would have killed me. And now just finding some people to feed, having a little trouble aiming again. Find this corpse and decide to feed to regenerate some health. It regenerates about 25% of your health, I'd say, so if you feed on about 3 or 4 corpses, you're pretty much set to continue your onslaught. The great thing is that I have not yet seen any enemy that has not been afraid of my roar. So that's a really nice benefit, because those guys basically can't touch you for quite a while they're running away from you, giving you a chance to feed up. So eventually you do reach the end of the dungeon. It takes about a good 10 to 15 minutes to get here, so you have to remember, if you're trying to run this whole dungeon as a werewolf, that to keep feeding up, because the original timer for the werewolf does only last a couple of minutes. You have to keep feeding up if you want to survive. And here is Krev the Skinner. He is the final boss for this battle. He does have a lot of health, but he is actually really easy to defeat if you just keep doing that same strategy where you fear and then just wail on them. He was actually pretty easy. So now the dungeon is cleared, and Ayla the Huntress will make her way down here. She will mention to you that Skjor was killed by the Silver Hand, and that she will have to get to the bottom of this. And here you have a few options. You can leave and go off hunting as a werewolf, or you can keep going with the questline. By this point, it's not that important to follow it, but it's still very fun. And that's all there is to it. I think it took me about a couple of hours from a level 1 character to get to this point, so it doesn't take a very long time to complete the entire quest chain, starting from the very first Companion's quest. But it is a lot of fun, guys. And I hope this commentary helped you guys out, and enjoy playing as the Dragonborn Werewolf. See you later, guys.